you look, there's liquid dripping off the end, so that burns.
It's released footage of its robot kicking their CEO to the ground.
Hurry up! The people behind me have to take large dumps.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another Bryce is Right. I hope y'all all had a great freaking week, great freaking weekend. Y'all know all the above. I had to take a few extra days off. Like I said, I was under the weather. Then I had to take a little extra couple of days off. Spend some time with the family. And that's what's most important, is sharing time and making memories. So make sure you make some of your own, y'all. Other than that, y'all know what time it is. It's time to dive down deep into some of the creepiest and freakiest videos I could find in the deepest, darkest corners of TikTok. And nah, these aren't your ordinary videos. They're going to be blowing your mind, making your head spin, and having you question your reality. But of course, before we get started, let's go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on any future content. And please leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Let us know what's up. Other than that, let's go ahead and dive right in, y'all. Let's get it. What do you think this is in the world?
Oh! Dude, this is a totally deep hole. Yeah!
No, that just sounds like my stomach. Come on.
Kids tell me some of the wildest stuff, and they were telling me the truth.
If you look, there's
What in the Stranger Things is this?
whatever they've got in there, so.
Dang, it's smoking. It's like a doorway. People are claiming that's so real.
Look at this. I'm fucking losing my shoe over it. Dude, it's like a mothership fucking...
Okay.
This thing is huge.
That's what she said.
What was that? Did you fucking see that? Get that out of here. What is that?
Lengan naon ya tanya?
Oh
Tayang dulu,
my goodness.
tayang dulu. Lengan naon ya tayang?
This sounds hot. I'm gonna go get some duct tape. Oh,
That's super creepy. I thought it was the water. Can even hardly see that hand. No mames, way. The fridge, Becky. She's back. The icebox.
This doorbell camera video shows what Bel Air, Texas police say are skilled thieves approaching a suburban home. But look what happens as they get closer. The camera starts to glitch and the picture warps.
Wow.
All because police say the thieves are using a jammer, a small device that disables a home's Wi-Fi. It's something security systems rely on. Police say the use of Wi-Fi jammers is growing, ramping up just as the holiday season peaks, with criminals targeting packages left on the doorstep. Security experts say to protect your deliveries,
The first thing is you can get a hardwired system that is not dependent on Wi-Fi.
plus consider a locking parcel box, schedule deliveries for when you're home, and opt for a camera that records on an SD card.
Okay, Steve. Okay, Kyle. Wait, I want to be Steve. I'm Steve. You're Carl. Kyle!
Man, I've been telling y'all about
you
those.
and I would see if you were standing here with me. And this is what that looks like at 2 billion frames per second. Light moves about 6 inches or 15 centimeters per frame of this video. This beam of light is traveling at the universe's speed limit. Light in any reference frame will never move any faster or any slower than this speed. But what happens if I move the camera?
That's pretty awesome.
this clip looks dramatically different. The light traveling away from the camera appears much slower, and the light traveling back towards the camera looks dramatically faster, like almost instant. And that's like really weird, because I just finished saying that light always goes the same speed no matter what. So if you have an idea as to why the light in that clip looks so strange, leave it in the comments while the title card plays. Because in this video, I'm going to show you how I built the upgraded version of my...
A couple theories.
Pai, do Filho e do Espírito Santo. Rezem comigo. Senhor, afasta esse mal. Que todo espírito impuro seja afastado.
A la verga, güey, ¿qué es eso, güey?
Esa
Esa mierda. A la mierda. A la verga, güey, ¿qué es eso, güey? Esa mierda. A la mierda.
Oh, wow. I was about to say, what if it was just painted?
The most powerful telescope in space just released a new image of two galaxies interacting with one another. This is what we saw before. This is what JWST sees. You're looking at space the way it was 24 million years ago. This is 24 million light years away. This is one galaxy, and this is another. Technically, they're dwarf galaxies, which are more similar to ancient galaxies. They don't have a lot of metals, and they have a lot of gas and not a ton of stars. But the elephant in the room is this: a giant bridge connecting the two galaxies. Gravity of these two objects has been pulling on one another for millions of years, essentially making them dance around each other in space. This is them holding hands. We can trace this line of gas back about 200 million years ago to when these galaxies passed each other closely and pulled some of this gas away from one another. They're essentially doing this. And what's very poetic about it is that this bridge, since it essentially stirred up this gas, triggered star formation, so you can see a bunch of big, bright, hot blue stars. The dwarf galaxies had kids together.
Oh, wow. Beautiful scenery too.
Yeah, I was saying it. Right here, right now. It's not lit up right now, but as you can see, it's off the side of the road on Highway 62, Josh Tree, California. It's actually the highways over here. As you can see, the statue is out here in the desert. Other people showing up. Let's go take a walk around the backside of it. You guys can see what it looks like. Pretty creepy. Yeah, definitely kind of creepy.
Isn't that cool? It'd be cool to see a Bryce is Right one.
A Chinese robotics company has released footage of its robot kicking their CEO to the ground. Employees were seen holding their breath while the boss was beaten up. The CEO claiming the kick was too brutal.
I mean, crap, man. Look at that.
The company says the simulated battle was meant to dispel doubts that its latest robot was real.
Ven el mal que se ve ahí. Yo no sé lo que es eso. Apareciente de cosas abajo el mar ahí, que se ven como que si fueran luz. Me vamos a ir acercando. ¿Lo están viendo? Mira. Mira ya cómo se ve.
Ruh-roh.
China dominates the global renewable energy, and what's behind me is the most unreal living proof. Well, most people think deserts are supposed to be empty in China, but this one is charging up the future. Out here in the middle of the Gobi Desert lies a sea of over 12,000 mirrors, all moving with the sun. They track sunlight and reflect it onto that 260-meter tower, heated molten salt over 500 degrees Celsius. The molten salt stores heat, which means that place can keep generating electricity even after the sun goes down. This is the Dunhuang Solar Thermal Power Plant, 100 megawatts of pure desert power. During the night or mirrors are not pointing towards the tower, you can actually see the top of it is coated with black heated absorbing material. But it's so bright to a point that you can't even see the black color, you're just seeing it's a different sunlight. Look at the brightness. It's mind-blowing how something so simple and clever can power so much. Standing here, you genuinely feel hopeful. It's like we're still pushing forward, still inventing new ways to tap into clean energy. And the fact that I'm making this trip in a hybrid EV off-roader from BYD just makes the whole experience even more fitting. So in the middle of this desert, you realize the future isn't arriving, it's already here.
That's pretty legit. I didn't know that those are mirrors.
Did you hear the huge news that a small piece of 3i Atlas just crash landed into our moon? That's a videographerage of it behind me. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. It might have not crash landed. It might have intentionally landed on our moon, because I'm going to show a close-up videographerage of the object, and it is metallic in origin and discular in its shapeage, and it doesn't look like a natural occurring object. It's going to blow your mind. Well, we all know that when 3i Atlas went behind the sun, it broke up in a few pieces. Well, Dr. Shitsunaka Manana from Japan, he said, I don't think it broke up. I think it intentionally separated itself. And he was following all of the objectors that broke off. One of them was going to pass by Earth. 3 days ago, it changed its trajectory, headed straight for our moon, and he filmed this videographerage with his telescope of it crashing into the moon, or like I said, intentionally landing. But I want to know what you think of it, because he zoomed in like 1000x or something, and he has a close-up of it. I'm going to post that in part 2. I want to know what you think. It looks like it's from a non-human intelligence life, but I could be going crazy.
What is going on here? Nope. I would not survive on one of those.
This is Ponte Tower in Johannesburg, South Africa. And this is the highest residential building on the whole continent of Africa. And during the 90s and the early 2000s, it was the most feared building in the country, and it was overrun by gang members and criminals. And this tower was designed to be a luxury white-only apartment block during the apartheid. Loads of people were killed and thrown to their death from the very top down to here. This is crazy. This is probably one of the most unique buildings I've ever seen in my life. And I really like brutalism architecture, and this is a classic example of that. And at one point, this hollow core I'm standing in now used to be filled up with rubbish all the way up to the 40th floor, which is probably where my finger is. People used to just chuck their rubbish from any level all the way down here.
What is that, where Bane grew up? Of course. I didn't know they had apartments there. Jeez.
Oh, yeah! Yes! That's big! Wow! Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's boys, heads up,
Someone loves balls.
Heads up. No, Jack, we got you. Wow! Oh, wow! What is this?
Gee. It's just stuck under ice. Man, that's quiet.
Hi, I'm Carol.
UFOs captured on a surf cam, absolutely blowing the mind of everyone observing, and the surfers there probably missed first contact, too busy looking at the swell, bruv. Check this out. Early morning in Southern California, a Surfline camera pointed at the ocean, doing nothing but watching the waves. Then suddenly, two glowing objects appear over the water. They're steady, silent, and just there. Moments later, the sky fills with even more lights, scattered, moving, almost like a breakup. Some people compared it to meteors, others said it was drones, but the timing and movement don't fit cleanly into either explanation. Then another camera angle shows something else, what looks like a concentrated beam of light shining down over the ocean? Now, there's no official explanation yet, and surf cams aren't designed to track aerial objects, and no aircraft or launches were immediately confirmed. So for now, it sits in the strange category of unexplained. So no drones or aircraft or anything of that nature has been confirmed with the state of these objects, bruv. What is going on here, right? And I was thinking, could this be a reflection of water particles? But it seems to be moving in a very strange and odd way. Doesn't really make sense. And then we have this goddamn beam of light here where some poor mackerel coming out for his breakfast in the morning just got absolutely zapped up and had his way with up in the spaceship up there. So
had his way with.
1, 2, 3. Look at the lips. How they fall. Straight. So the demonstration is to tell you that we don't have hurricanes or cyclones. No movement. Let's go to Australia. Have my luggage. Let's go. Welcome.
I love this video.
Australia. Let's make a circle. So now the idea is to cause the movement. So I have to pour the water. I have to pour the water here to see the visual effect, the perspective of the eye of the cyclone. So what? So we go now to, let's go to Florida, shall we? Just for $5. Come on, let's go. Come on. Vamos a Florida.
Venga, venga.
Yes, venga, venga. It's too cold in the south. Now we are in Florida. Now I am standing here so I can pour the water on this side, and then you can observe the visual effect of the eye of the hurricane. This was my science project. So thanks for watching.
Thank you for showing.
De nada, A+.
So cool.
La sangre está saliendo de mi nariz.
You gotta speak English.
Ya lo hice.
You're already speaking English?
Sí.
You're speaking Spanish?
No.
I don't even know where you learned Spanish.
Otra vez.
Aquí. Ahí da cuanta la mela.
That's funny. Sheesh. That's Tron futurist.
So we have now created quantum computers that can touch what's going on in the bridge. Google already has one. And artificial intelligence that can calculate how to make a wormhole, how to do this.
How to make one, not just find them now, but make one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they're doing this in simulation. And that's the foundation of what we're looking for at places like CERN. It's focusing deeper and deeper and deeper in the microscope until we get to the place where it's all one field.
Man, emotion was a little bit too much.
Motherfuckers take one more step, I'm kicking this nigga out the motherfucking window.
Mission Impossible? Come on. Infidelity should not be that important. Dude, that's creepy. I'd be so scared. Like, did I just enter my body?
Accidentally fall in the water?
Watch this splash. Yeah, you are eaten immediately, bro. God damn. Do it again. How much you jumping? 1,000? I'll do it right now. No, dude. Oh my god. Do it again. You would die for $1,000? I ain't gonna die. Yeah, you're not gonna die. Oh. No. Oh. Bro, I lassoed him for a sec.
Bro's about to get eaten.
I was told that you could actually start measuring your heart rate using a pair of matches. And I'll be damned if it doesn't look like that's exactly what's happening. Is this real? Also, why is my pulse so slow? Give it a try. If it works, show me.
I didn't know that. Never seen that one.
Broke it. My motherfucking bag. Let me talk to my lady. But in practice, makes it perfect.
That's awesome.
So we are exploring, and have you ever seen anything more like still water in this swimming pool? Like, how crazy is that?
And it's frozen.
The water's literally just frozen in place. It's actually almost scary how this water actually is. Look, like, that's mad, that water.
Whoa.
Okay, let's see if this works.
It sounds like a PlayStation when you turn it on. Is that where they're getting those noises? Someone was a raver.
Yay! It works.
And now I wonder.
What's the one truth about humans that you would lead to the world?
You're supposed to enjoy it. It's supposed to be a game. Nothing is a big deal.
Beautiful.
Simple and easy. To the point.
There are a ton of good things happening in the world right now. A 17-year-old girl just broke her brother's record of becoming California's youngest lawyer. Waymo's autonomous cars have driven over 50 million miles of the United States now and have crashed only 60 times. Human drivers will crash around 600 to 700 times over 50 million miles driven. This means Waymo is crashing 10 times less than humans so far. A Bulgarian man who went missing in 2008 and was pronounced dead in 2013 was just found last month in a national park. A man found his dog giving a baby koala a piggyback ride, and no, it wasn't AI this time. A high school in Maine introduced detention hikes instead of just being isolated in a classroom. This is a photo of a drought-free California, and as a person who was born there, I'm very happy to see that. A British nonprofit removed 300,000 landmines in Sri Lanka, allowing almost 300,000 people to return to their original homes. A man in his 30s with advanced ALS and is completely paralyzed was able to communicate for the first time in months. Using a new brain implant, he was able to communicate about one character a minute with his first message, "I want a beer." He also asked to listen to the band Tool very loudly. He wanted a head massage from his mother, and he ordered curry.
That's so cool. I love that. What the shit?
Are you off your fucking meds or something? Yes.
Nope. What? It's cold. It's way too early and way too cold.
This guy got so tired of people breaking into his car and stealing all of his valuables, he decided to create this trash blanket. And it's designed to hide valuables in your car. So now when people look into your car, all they'll see is trash and just leave it alone.
That is genius.
Don't you hate when people litter? I mean, who would just throw this big old disc out in the middle of my field? I don't know who would do that. Silly gooses.
Silly gooses.
I guess I'll have to take care of it. I found another one. I don't know who is littering in my field.
Must be coming from the sky. Wow. That's beautiful. They all are why?
This remarkably squishy metal is potassium. It is not only soft enough to be cut with a knife, but also highly reactive. So reactive in fact that this happens in contact with water. And in this container there's another alkali metal, sodium. While it is also soft enough to be cut with a knife, it is noticeably less squishy than potassium. Things get fascinating when both metals touch. At the point of contact, droplets of liquid metal form. This is an alloy of potassium and sodium which remains liquid at room temperature. Thanks to its high surface tension, the alloy tends to form stunning spherical droplets. The liquid metal is used as a coolant in nuclear reactors on Earth and in satellites. But as beautiful as this metal is, it is just as dangerous. In air, it can spontaneously ignite, and upon contact with water, the following happens.
Yeah, I've touched this before it explodes. Pops.
I don't think we talk enough about the fact that TVs just went from being like one of the most expensive things you could buy.
Has it ever occurred to you that this should be happening to everything in our world, right? Like TVs are getting cheaper for two reasons. One, they can sell your data. Not so good, but mostly because we've gotten really, really good at making TVs, right? We used to make them one by one. Now we cut LCD glass in these giant sheets, meters and meters long, and we can cut a bunch of TVs out of it so they become cheaper, right? Everything around us should be getting cheaper or should be getting better. And instead, somehow we are in a world where everything is getting more expensive and worse. TVs were so expensive that people used to rent them in houses they owned, and now we can buy any TV we want, but we can't afford the house the TV is in. You see, if our lives had kept pace with productivity and technology, we could be living in like veritable utopias right now with cheap cars, cheap houses, amazing streets because fixing potholes has gotten cheaper. Imagine if hospitals were like TVs. If you walked in and they said, oh, this procedure used to cost $1,000, but now we can do it for $150 because technology is amazing. I don't think I'm crazy for thinking that's how the world should be. I think it's crazy to expect us to pay subscription services for heated seats or safety features in cars. We are better at making things now than ever before in human history, and I just don't think we should accept all of that being extracted by a few people and then rented back to us.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bull, if you're asking me.
No, Brad did not do it.
It's really cool.
And it's got some specialized internal stuff in it too that you can't see, so.
What's the specialized internal stuff?
I can't say it's proprietary information.
It's proprietary?
Yep.
What?
A lot of our stuff, yep, that we do is proprietary.
That's right, baby. Nice and slow.
Oh, yeah.
Why does this bottle go from all soft and floppy to suddenly puffed up? It's basically using the bottle above it as an energy storage tank, which boosts the pressure inside the water line and stores part of the flowing water as potential energy. So when you open the faucet again, the water shoots out with noticeably more force. And if you want even stronger pressure, you can hook up 2 bottles in parallel to crank up the impact even more. Still not enough? Then try a setup with 48 bottles. Just link them together with PVC pipes like this, and you'll end up with a beast of a system where the water pressure hits like a damn fire hose.
That's pretty awesome. Good to know.
This girl captured something creepy in this video. After watching the video the next day, she noticed that the family driving in the car looked very strange. Do you think they look creepy?
Look like they were all dead. Or like soon.
Est-ce que vous avez des toilettes ici? Nom d'un chien, c'est quoi cette merde? Excusez-moi, est-ce que vous servez des aliens ici? Parce que c'est impossible que c'est un humain caché ce que j'ai vu aux toilettes. J'ai jamais vu un caca comme ça de ma vie. Vous pouvez me prendre en photo avec? Oui.
That's horrible. All that work for that one rail. Wow. On skis too? Come on, get a snowboard. I can't tell if that's for show or if that's something like legit. You could be shopping at Spencer's and GNC, who knows?
I first became aware of this phenomenon through the great videos by Minute Physics, which inspired me to make this video. You should definitely check them out. But it turned out the ground where we went to test this effect was really bumpy. But the bike still manages to absorb all these perturbations and remains stable. So how does it do this? I think most people believe it's the wheels spinning that creates some sort of gyroscopic effect that resists falling over. Just like in this demonstration of gyroscopic precession, the wheel stays upright even though gravity is pulling it down. But this is not why bikes are stable. Just watch what happens when we lock the handlebars completely, so you can only go straight ahead.
Locked out, locked out. Whoa! All that's happening is the steering is locked. You just gotta ride it, you don't have to turn. You just
go straight.
Ride. Letting go?
Some people tried going really fast.
Holy crap, this is impossible.
Others experimented with extreme balancing techniques.
Don't go too fast. Whoa.
What kind of mold is this? This is Legionella from air conditioners. It can cause serious Legionnaire's disease. What kind of mold is this? This is the white mold that grows on fermented tofu. What kind of mold is this? This is Chitomium mold, which grows on rice when it's left for too long. What kind of mold is this? These are various types of aspergillus growing on paint. What kind of mold is this? This is the notorious aflatoxin-producing aspergillus, a group 1 carcinogen. What kind of mold is this? This is Circinella, which appears when alcohol isn't properly sealed. What kind of mold is this? This is yeast, which grows on rice washing water. What kind of mold is this? This is Acetobacter, which grows on yellow rice wine. What kind of mold is this? This is black aspergillus, which grows on dog food. What kind of mold is this? This is a clump of mixed mold growing on rice wine. What kind of mold is this? This is Rhizopus, which grows on tomatoes.
A Guy Fieri tomato.
This is the world's
Tomato,
tiniest pasta,
potato.
and it helps heal wounds. The body heals best when cells can crawl over a scaffold that looks and feels like the extracellular matrix, a porous, fibrous network extending throughout the body. But mimicking this material usually requires expensive biomaterials, and so most commercial dressings use alternatives that are often too tightly woven and trap moisture, or too porous and let bacteria enter. So researchers at the University College London set out to see if they could find a solution. The team developed a process where they took ordinary white flour and dissolved it in formic acid to help uncoil the flour's long molecules of starch, essentially pickling it and drawing the starch out into solution. They then used a process called electrospinning, where a liquid filled with long-chain molecules, here the dissolved starch, is placed inside a syringe and a high voltage is applied, forming an electric field between the tip of the needle and a metal collection plate. This pulls the liquid into something called a Taylor cone, as the force of repelling molecules compete with the surface tension of the liquid. Then as the liquid is expelled from the syringe, the molecules are assembled and stretched into a tiny charged thread that whips through the air, causing the
solvent to evaporate, and producing at the surface a web of tiny nanofibers. Each individual fiber averages about 372 nanometers in diameter. That's about 200 times thinner than a human hair. And as they are made from regular dried flour, they are considered the world's thinnest pasta ever produced. These sorts of material mats could revolutionize wound dressings and scaffoldings to allow the body to heal, or just serve as the final form of shrinkflation. Pasta so thin you need an electron microscope to complain about it. If you like science and didn't predict the power of pickled pasta, follow for more.
That's so cool.
I just want something that can spin forever. Is that too much to ask? A fidget spinner in a vacuum chamber doesn't have air resistance, but it still has resistance from the bearings, so it eventually stops. A spinning top repelled by a ring magnet below eventually falls even in a vacuum chamber with no air resistance due to gyroscopic precession. Even a superconductor with a spinning magnet on top eventually stops in a vacuum because of tiny induced currents because it's a type 2 superconductor. But I think I've found the solution. Axially symmetric diamagnetic levitation. This is a form of levitation that can happen at room temperature with essentially zero resistance without needing a superconductor. In this video, I'm going to test whether I've finally found a way to achieve never-ending rotation with no energy input. So I got this idea from researchers at Okinawa Institute of Science and Technology. They sent me an email saying they have a way to allow frictionless rotation using diamagnetism. Now, diamagnetism is a special kind of magnetism that happens anytime there are filled orbitals in an atom. And guess what? Every atom except isolated hydrogen has filled orbitals somewhere in it. So everything has some amount of diamagnetism. That's why you can push water around with a strong magnet. This basic diamagnetism is called Larmor diamagnetism, and it comes from the gyroscopic precession of electrons in filled orbitals, creating their own magnetic field when exposed to a stronger magnetic field. So all insulators like water, wood, or anything else you can think of repel a magnet slightly. But there's another much stronger diamagnetic effect that happens in conductors. For example, I have some pyrolytic graphite here. It's a bunch of carbon atoms bonded in such a way that they essentially have one large orbital containing free electrons. And these electrons can buzz around from atom to atom. It's basically like a gas of electrons called a Fermi gas. So when you apply a magnetic field to an electron that's already moving, the field makes it curve and move in a circle. This is called the Lorentz force. This electron that now moves in a circle produces a magnetic field that opposes the original field that made it move in a circle in the first place. So this whole gas of electrons is repelled by the magnet. This is called Landau diamagnetism, and it's orders of magnitude stronger than the Larmor diamagnetism we saw with water. It's so strong that if you just take a piece of this pyrolytic graphite and place it in a strong magnetic field gradient, it will levitate. The force is strongest where the magnetic field changes the most. So right at the edges of the magnet is where the gradient is the steepest. So you can see it floats right near the edge, but in the center it doesn't float. That's because in a uniform field like the center of my strong magnet here, there's still a strong diamagnetic moment, but to create a force you need a magnetic field gradient, like near the edges. So in order to make it actually float, we have to arrange magnets alternating north and south facing upward. This creates strong field gradients at the edges of the magnets. So if I put the square graphite on this magnetic pattern, it traps it in the middle and levitates it. But wait a minute, this whole thing was supposed to be about getting something to spin forever. Where's the spinning come into play here? Notice when I try to spin it, it slows down almost immediately. This is because of yet another Lorentz force effect. We're taking these bulk electrons in the graphite and moving them through a magnetic field. This causes the electrons to form little current loops called eddy currents. Eddy currents happen whenever you move a conductor through a magnetic field, and it slows that conductor down. Like when I try to drop this piece of aluminum past my magnet, it slows down near the high concentrated edges. So if we're going to spin something on these magnets, we need a magnetic field that's rotationally symmetric, meaning it doesn't change no matter how we rotate the conductor on top of it. And that's what this setup is. I have a ring magnet with a cylindrical magnet in the center so that the tops of the rings are north and the top of the cylinder is south. So we have the alternating north-south that we need, and it gives you a strong field gradient, but now it's the same in every direction rotationally. Now watch this. When I put the graphite on it, it can just spin freely. It's stably held in the center, and it can rotate freely with no eddy current slowing it down. So that means the only resistance we have to deal with now is the air. I can use a circular piece of graphite, and you can see that once it starts spinning, it just goes and goes. But will it spin forever? Well, let's see how long I can get it to rotate in the air, and then I'll put it in the vacuum chamber and remove the air to try to get the...
I think we've
If you
got
think
it.
mirrors are low-key creepy, you are not alone in that fear. Around the world, for thousands of years, people have been terrified of mirrors, not because of how they reflect you, but what might be looking back at you. Have you ever seen a mirror covered after someone passes away? Yeah, it's so that their soul doesn't get trapped in the mirror. Certain religions do that. Feng Shui says never put a mirror at the end of your bed because your soul might get confused while you're asleep and wind up in the mirror. In ancient Greece, they used to use mirrors to contact the dead, and sometimes the dead spoke back. And that brings us to the demon mirror. The mirror so terrifying that the Vatican has to keep it locked underground in the secret archive. Demon mirror is claimed to be carved from obsidian, which is a volcanic rock that the Aztecs used to use to summon their god. The gag with the demon mirror is it doesn't summon anything, it shows you your death, or worse, it shows you your shadow self. They say this mirror whispers in Latin, cracks during blessings, and then heals itself overnight. One priest decided he was going to be Billy Badass and stand in front of the mirror alone. He left the room with his eyes bleeding, mumbling, "It knows my name," and he was never the same. The Vatican classifies the demon mirror as a class 3 infernal object, and it's a lead line lined vault with constant supervision. Why? Not because it's haunted or possessed, but because it's waiting. What the hell is it waiting on? The church says there might be a twin out there, and if these two mirrors link up, it is quite literally the apocalypse. Here's the thing, black obsidian mirrors are actually not that uncommon. They're used as scries all the time, but there's certain mirrors out there, like the one that John Dee used, the Vatican's keeping a close eye on, but that's not it. Inside the Vatican archives, there's also a crucifix that bleeds during solar eclipses, but we can talk about that another time.
I haven't heard about that before.
This is the coolest thing you're going to see all day today. So every temple has a key to unlock its knowledge. And this one is Edfu. The part you're looking at is called the Naus. It's where all the most sacred information is kept. It's the main part of the temple. The question we should all be asking is, why does the temple look the way it does? It's not an artistic choice. Someone didn't just decide it. Every temple is designed with a geometrically harmonic encryption. Every single feature of the temple is geometrically constrained to every other feature. We don't do this today because it's exceptionally hard to do and expensive. The Great Pyramid just so happens to be the key that allows you to read Edfu's geometry. It looks hard, it's really easy. The tip of a Great Pyramid here and the base on this line, then center it with the column, and you get the dimensions of the main doorway. Let's do another one. Still using the Great Pyramid. Again, put a corner at the doorway we just got. The other corner goes into the center of that wall right there. That gives you the roof line of the doorway and the center of the first column. Let's do one more. 3 harmonically spaced, centrally aligned Great Pyramids gets you the walls for each of those panels. A Great Pyramid from the center of that column to the center of the temple gets you the roof line for those wall panels. You're probably thinking that took a long time to figure out. But the beauty of this system is you can pretty much just draw the key anywhere and discover how to construct the temple. Using this, you can hide information in plain sight. They did this with their pottery. They hid things with shadows. Some of the keys can only be viewed from the sky. Others, you have to be standing at the right angle. Some were hidden in art. Some were hidden in the symmetry of that art. Some were hidden in the precision of the symmetry of that art. Even hieroglyphics are not safe from the encryption. Each constraint or key that you use is not just a linear progression in difficulty. It gets exponentially harder to create this stuff. That's the point. You can't even understand it unless you've already reached their level.
Do you sing?
Yeah, I'm an R&B singer.
You're also a singer?
I'm a rapper.
You guys don't know each other, or you do?
I don't know.
All right.
You should do a hip-hop beat.
Hip-hop beat? And then you'll just sing on it? Ah, okay.
Beast when I feel it, these people, they tapping their feet on the street, yeah, the spirit, he coming alive. I got the kid with the jacket, yeah, you know I survive, feeling it every time. Fucking passion in Manhattan, ripping it right now on Broadway, you know what's gonna happen with the kid. He got magic, the flow is fantastic, I'ma do it with the homie on the station, practice, goddamn. Expand my horizons, you can see me shift waves like Poseidon, coming straight from the mind, freestyling, doing it live in New York City, I'm reminded.
Hey, I don't got no rhymes, but I got the time. Hey, I don't got no rhymes, but I got the time.
Hard to imagine life like this, gripping every mic, yeah, you know I rip. Ari on the left, and you know he persists. It's the reason why real fucking music exists. Damn, Pepper pass the mic to the people. I'm about to get so hot like the Beatles. I don't need a needle to do it really live. This is a religious experience like a church steeple.
This, that shit, make your body get loose, baby. This, that shit, baby, I be going too crazy. This, that shit, make your body get loose, baby. This, that shit, baby, I be going too crazy.
Some of his earlier
The
work.
Nazca mummy autopsy and CT scans have just been revealed, and what it shows is that their anatomy doesn't really fit in any textbook that we have on Earth. And if this was fake, the CT scans would reveal that. In 2025, a retired radiologist...
Retarded? Retired.
with over 40 years of experience performed a virtual autopsy on this body using a hospital-grade CT imaging. No physical dissection, just thousands of X-ray slices and a lot of questions. The body was naturally dried, not artificially mummified. Inside, everything was connected. The bones, joints, soft tissue, even internal organs. More importantly, the scans showed biological responses to injury, bleeding, healing, and structural changes. This tells us this was once a living biological being. The first thing that people notice, the hands. 3 fingers, 3 toes. But here's the key, this isn't amputation or deformation. Each digit has full bones, joints, ligaments, and spacing that don't match known human anatomy. CT scans show the structure is internally consistent all the way down. The skull raises even more questions. There's no visible cranial sutures, they're fused. The eye sockets are large, widely spaced. There are no external ears and no external ear canals. And the opening where the spine meets the skull, called the foramen magnum, is shaped differently than in modern humans. Now here's the part even skeptics pause on. CT scans show metal implants, one over each shoulder, and a collar-like implant behind the neck. But the critical detail, new bone has grown into the neck implant. This only happens if the implant was placed whilst the body was alive. The scans also reveal catastrophic injuries, a deep penetrating wound on the neck damaging the spine. There was a massive internal bleeding, collapsed lung, and partially collapsed heart. The radiologist concluded that the cause of death was severe trauma and blood loss. The researchers say this body does not match any known human syndrome. They don't claim to know what it is, only that it doesn't fit what we currently understand. So the real question is, what is Sebastian? It's how many chapters of our past might be still missing.
So I came in a little early and got this bad boy done. The Infinity Cube. Looks pretty sick.
That is pretty cool. Damn. Accuracy is... That guy just turned like... Oh my God. I thought he was old. Then I thought he was young. Oh shit. That's insane. Is that a person? And where do all these tires go? No way. You'd think that thing would flatten. Oh my gosh, it's still gone. I thought I was about to stop. Then you see the tire shop in Texas. It's like 2 weeks later.
Oh yeah? Who said that?
Man, I wonder how long it took him to find that.
America think they're so special renaming things for no reason.
Yeah, like pavement. No, we're going to call it sidewalk, mate. Oh, look at us, we're so clever.
Yeah. Actually, that does make more sense than pavement, doesn't it?
It really does. I mean, what is a pavement?
I don't know, you literally walk on the side of the road. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. They're still stupid, though.
Yeah, they are. Oh, we're going to call chips fries.
Yeah, idiots. Technically, you do fry them, though.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. You do, didn't you?
It does feel like they swooped in later, cleaned things up and made everything a bit simpler, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's because they're simpler.
1-0.
What's wrong with a chemist?
Yeah, what is wrong with a chemist? Oh no, it's got to be a drugstore.
That is where they keep the drugs, though.
That is where they keep the drugs. I was just thinking that as well. Oh, okay, I got one. Public school.
What do they call it?
Private school.
Oh my god, idiots. Why would a public school be called private school?
No, they are private schools. We just call it public school.
Why would we do that?
We should just talk about something else.
That's super funny.
Now I'm going to spray some WD-50 on it, and we're going to see what that is.
Listen the fuck up, white people. Every other race is more racist than you.
Stop it. Get some help.
He's not wrong. What is happening? What was it, a Chipotle bathroom? Must have pissed him off. Okay. My goodness. Does anybody remember there's a game on like Windows 95 that you could play like this, and it would have like a cat, a spring, a marble, a bowling ball, and you'd have to set up courses like this and then like set up a gear with a rubber band. Does anybody know what the name of that game is called? I could not find it. That's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, this dude's at it again.
You might want to come take a look at this.
What is up with these people?
Oh, somebody pulled. No, that.
It smells really bad.
What's that?
What the fuck is that? Oh my god.
We need gloves! Jesus Christ! Oh my, are you joking with me?
It's like soil over there.
Soil?
Soil. Well, I just wanted to be honest. It was me.
Poop on the counter?
I didn't know where the bathroom.
He poops in the customer's bathroom. Will stop.
Yeah, I do. I take poops sometimes in the customer's bathroom. Actually, I take massive man shits.
That's like perfect. I love it. I wonder what that dog's name is. What?
Excuse me, is this your dog?
Yes.
They're telling me, oh, hi, sweetie. They are telling me that they don't like what's been on the TV. What have you been watching?
No, I don't know.
Really? Have you been on the phone a lot? They don't like whatever, like the sound.
Whenever I'm talking on the phone, he barks at me. He wants my attention all the time.
That's what it is.
Yes.
He wants you on the phone less.
Yes.
So what do you think? What do you think about that? He said maybe you can pet him while you're on the phone.
No, he brings me his ball. I just throw the ball. I play with him and I talk.
Yeah, he said he likes that.
No, he's jealous of everything.
He's jealous.
He doesn't like sharing me.
Why are you such a jealous boy?
He's the best.
He told me a million. He's like, I can't help it. I can't help it.
Give TV also. He watches with me.
Yes. He doesn't like whatever you're watching.
Because, you know, for example, somebody rings the bell. He thinks it's our bell.
I'm sorry, is there a situation with your dog and food? I'm a dog, like, reader. They seem to be a little upset about something with food.
No.
Nothing?
No.
Okay.
Not eating a lot, but...
They're not eating a lot? Yeah, the food might be upsetting their stomach.
Hey, Jack, have that bitch make me some blueberry pancakes. Right now.
He's happy otherwise, though. Thank you.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Dude, this is actually one of the dumbest things we have ever tried.
Okay, I can see again.
You can see?
Yeah.
So everything that Tyson is seeing is coming from this drone. So he's seeing himself in third person right now. This is wild, bro.
I'm so sick. I'm gonna throw up.
If you're already getting sick, I'm screwed, man.
Oh my gosh. I'm getting so lightheaded.
The rich kids. Oh my gosh, is he taking his trash with a dirt bike?
I said, you need to hurry up. The people behind me have to take large dumps. They're elderly.
No, it's gotta pee and I'll take a large dump. Just pee.
They're elderly. They have to take morbid dumps. Please hurry.
That is disgusting. Stop it.
It's true.
No, it's not.
Were you guys trying to get on or no?
I don't know
what are you
where
trying
he
to do?
was
Make something like 140.
Like a drill beat or what kind of beat?
Nah, not really.
What do you like at 140? Like who do you listen to?
Some different kind of shit, bro.
Some different
kind of shit.
Okay, I like that.
Maybe something like this, you know, like.
Oh, this is good. I like this. Okay.
Yo. I know I look good, and my shit proper. Why they giving out bad looks? Best foot forward, stepping correct. Can't get caught on a back foot. Got a good heart, but she ripped it apart, and the last one called me sadistic. It ain't my problem, I ain't interested. I always been with a misfit. She's 13 now, but she's just my type. In a new shape coupe, same color as Sprite. This pure cocaine, this Pepsi, white ass. What's my type? This sexy. She giving out looks, and I wanna cook. Told her save this number, but I can't do groupies. Way too spooky. Why you tryna fuck up my summer? I'm always moody, it still can't move me. See my face on the cover. Real life talking or online texting, face to face 100. I've been on the grind, it's tiring, but I still got a graph, get mining. What you know about doing up mileage? What you know about style, I'm stylish. I've been on billboards, been on flyers. Mix this work, it's perfect science. Mix with the movers, not with the liars. I'm in a rave pop. England top, that's Martin Rose. Mushroom drops and classy clothes. She bad and bougie, tryna get noticed. Hit it one night, but I gotta stay focused. Morning time, gotta roll like stone. Rolling stone, I'm rock and rolling. Cartier bangle, 6 is golden. Wanna buy in, but I told him.
Hey, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another Bryce is Right. Once again, I hope y'all have a safe, great rest of y'all's month. Get that shopping done. Like I said, make those memories count. Share your time where it's valuable. Gifts just collect dust or end up in the trash, but get your shopping done, you know. Yeah, other than that, take care of yourself. Get some vitamin C, some sunlight, so you don't get sick. I had a pretty nasty one. Whatever was going around is rough. So yeah, y'all take care of yourself. Drink some water. Eat semi-good. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite over here. But yeah, y'all know what to do. Go ahead, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss out on any future content. And please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know what's up. And other than that, we will see y'all next time. Alright, y'all. Peace.
Well, perhaps I could throw my hat into the ring.
No, we're all in this together.